All right, now it's time to make the menu. Every time you think about the menu, you think about not just yourself, you think about other people's. We know that, right? All right, what people likes the most? A lot of people wants to be traditional, meaning they want to do mashed potatoes, all the things, sweet potatoes, all that. You want to have all that, right? So, and some other people they're like, I'm not so crazy about Thanksgiving, so I don't mind. So you have to think about it like people who are very traditional and people who are not traditional. Our goal is to be under $200, and you have to think about it in what it costs the most. Most of the time, the cost is gonna be on the turkey because the turkey can be from 5 pounds to 10 pounds, 20 pounds, right? Usually the way I do it is like I want to think about the turkey. What's the price? Turkey. I'm gonna spend $100 just turkey itself, right? I personally don't like turkey. I love chicken, especially if it's nice, juicy, and very crusty, golden brown on top. That's what I wanted to see, right? So now we're gonna make the menu based on my family. My family, they think about it. They're very traditional, but also they are very open mind, especially they know I'm a chef. And we're like, oh, what he's gonna cook. Fortunately, on Thanksgiving Day, I'm gonna be working, so I can't cook. Most of the holidays I'm working, which I don't mind. Because I feel like, cooking in your house is great, but I feel like I like to cook whenever I want. I can do it with much love rather than be just compromise. You gotta do it if you're a chef, right? Anyways, going back to the menu, we're gonna think about the menu. This time I'm gonna think about my family, what they like, what they don't like, and things like that, right? So we're gonna start with the protein, but we're gonna think about it. What do they like? What I like. I don't like turkey. They don't mind turkey, so we're gonna choose chicken. So first thing on the menu is gonna be chicken. I think all we like mashed potato, so we're gonna add mashed potato. What else they like? They like green beans? Not so much. Well, I think we should add a little bit green beans on. What do you guys think? Green beans? No. Oh yes. I don't know. The juice is dripping from the chicken gravy, and that can go with the chicken and the mashed potato. Perfect. See, you always think about it, what is gonna look good, and not just that, but also how you can pair things, right? And then another thing they like, I think everyone likes, is sweet potato, caramelized carrots. The way I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna put a little bit of honey and a little bit of garlic, and I'm gonna sweat it. I'm not gonna blanch it. I'm just gonna sweat it in the pan. So you will see. So let's put carrots. It goes really well. Again, we're going a little bit sweet, a little bit salty, or sour a little bit in there. All right. We're gonna do a little bit green beans. Going back to the main dish, if you think about it, what it goes really well with chicken, I think we do some Brussels sprouts. What else we can add here? Bread. We can do Hawaiian bread. I think it goes well with our dish, right? What else? It goes on Thanksgiving. Definitely we're gonna spend like $100 on this, right? If you wanna add ham, you can add ham. And then you still be under $200 because you're not gonna get a big ham, not just small ham. We're talking about for 5 to 10 people. But I think 2 chickens is perfect for 5 to 10 people. For a mashed potato, you just make maybe like 2-3 pounds. Carrots, same thing, like a pound or 2. Green beans, like a pound or 2. Brussels sprouts, maybe like 2 pounds. I love Brussels sprouts. Bread, and small batch bread. Personally, I love corn. Why don't we do corn? Kind of like corn in the cup, just corn. You see how I make it, right? Let's see. I think sweet potato, a lot of people like sweet potato, right? Take sweet potatoes with marshmallow. I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Under $200, we're talking about meal, like good stuff, not crazy stuff. Guess what are we doing? Most of the things are healthy. We have chicken, we have mashed potato, we have carrots, we have green beans, we have Brussels sprouts, we have bread, that's probably healthy, we have corn, and we have baked sweet potato. You think it's not healthy? I'm telling you. We're not just making a great meal under $200, but also we're thinking about health. We're not gonna feel so much guilty eating all these because it's pretty much veggies. That's it. We're looking for things like this, but it's gonna be correct. So now we have the menu. If you were doing the menu, what else is missing? But another thing we're gonna keep in mind is that we're gonna go shopping Plus, if we see something that we can add it into this, definitely we can do it. But as of right now, the only thing that's missing is the pie. That's the only thing is missing. But to be honest with you, if you want something sweet, I would say the pie, and the end a little sweet. Personally, I don't want to add pie. I just want to keep it like that. Very simple. We're not talking about nothing else. Pie, you can buy it. Very easy to make. You can buy extra, and you will be still under $200, right? So let's do this. Let's go shopping. For the chicken, how we gonna marinate the chicken? We're gonna use butter, rosemary, thyme, and garlic. For the mashed potato, we need butter. That we're already buying over here. Actually, we'll just put butter. We need thyme, rosemary. Actually, I have it in my garden, the rosemary. All right, and then what else? For the carrots, we're gonna caramelize carrots. And I'm assuming you have a balsamic in your house. If you have balsamic, you can, get a small amount of balsamic. I have balsamic, so I don't need all that. For the carrots, it's gonna be carrots. I have honey, the butter, and that's it. And then for the green beans, I have garlic. I do have garlic, and I like to chop in a bunch just to keep it in oil. Since I'm using, so I don't have to really chop every time. Green beans, garlic salt, Brussels sprouts. I have balsamic, so I don't need to buy balsamic. Bread, you can buy the bread. Corn, we need butter, and that's it. Butter and lime or lemons, a little bit, and that's it. Sweet potato bakes, I need sweet potatoes, butter, which I have, alright, marshmallow. So now let's go shop. Under $200, making a great meal. Not just that, but also healthy. How good is that? Huh? Let's go.